Hello, in this video I'm going to go through a few of the key Property Edge features that will help you get the most out of your property research. So we're going to start in the real-time database that has every single property in the state, and for the sake of privacy we're going to limit ourselves to commercial properties in the Adelaide CBD. Now here's one of the really great features of Property Edge. It gives you the power to cut the data any way you like, particularly by location. So yes, you can do LGA group or LGA, postcode, suburb, but even 100 or street name. Let's type in Adelaide as the suburb, hit search, and this will now bring up every single commercial property in Adelaide. But if you look in this top left-hand corner here, you can see it says 2,448. Now, Property Edge can't show that many on the screen at the same time, and so you'll always have a maximum of 500 results. But let's drill down a little bit further by choosing a street. Let's try Flinders Street. As you can see, we have all the properties along Flinders Street that match our search criteria, but this isn't actually limited by suburb. So if I were to get rid of the suburb attribute, this search would go all the way along as far as Flinders Street goes. And as you can see, it's even picked up some properties on Flinders Street out here. So for a large, long street like South Road or Marion Road, if you were to search by street, you'd get every single result matching your search needs all the way from north to south. A really powerful way for our developers' customers to discover interesting properties. Another great feature here is that you can add more than one attribute to your criteria. So we might also choose Grote Street. And all of a sudden we have all the properties along Grote and Flinders Street, opening up our search opportunities. Now, of course, another great way to search an area is to do radius from property. So let's do 20 Grote Street. That should be near the center of the city. And we've got here a radius of 1 kilometer. We might half a kilometer, 500 meters. The property we've selected is highlighted in red, and 500 meters around every property that matches the criteria will be highlighted. Now, another clever feature that I'd like to show you involves these icons in the bottom left-hand corner of the map screen. The one on the left enables you to toggle on and off satellite imagery. The one on the right is the one that gives you the opportunity to select any property and see its details. So if we click on the post office here, for example, it'll provide us with further details on that property. And this is a really powerful way, particularly for our rural customers, to find exactly what property a house lives on, because a lot of those properties don't have an actual street address. The box in the middle here simply toggles on and off the outline of the property to make it easier. Now, let's jump into the sales database and do some other searches. So you do that by jumping in the right-hand corner here, selecting Sales Database. Now, once again, we're going to limit ourselves to commercial, but while I'm in the Land Use and Zoning section, I want to show you the property type flag. This lets you drill down to really popular property uses. Particularly in residential, you might want a house or a townhouse or both. And the great thing is you can multi-select. But once again, we're going to go to commercial real estate in Adelaide City. And now we have this sales attributes criteria box that we can select from. So we can choose a specific date or a date range. We might do 12 months. We have other opportunities here for drilling down further, vendor name and purchaser name. Now that's only applicable if it was a business buying or selling the property. It's not for individuals. And hit search. And here we have all sales from the last 12 months for commercial real estate in the city of Adelaide. And right off the bat, you can see there are a number of properties here with $0 values. And this is an opportunity to highlight one of the unique data sets in Property Edge, which is the stamped value. Because whilst these properties might have a declared sales price of 0, stamp duty must have been paid. And to work out that stamp duty, a stamped value is necessary. And so we give you the opportunity to see that stamped value, which assists in providing a narrative behind what the actual sale price would have been. And in some suburbs, we're discovering that up to 15% of all sales now have a $0 declared sale price, making this stamped value column very powerful. We open the spreadsheet up further by pressing the arrow in the middle here. We can see the other columns available to us. I'd like to flag one other to you, which is over here, the GST flag, which for our commercial real estate customers proves very interesting. There are a lot of data sets available, and you can customize the results that you see to make it more fit for your own workflow. You do that by hitting the Customize Results button in the top right-hand corner. You get to this section here. There are several different ways you can change this. We have these presets here. At the moment, we've got the full view, which means every single attribute will be displayed. So every single attribute is in this gray section here. This shows your selections, and all these are green, meaning they're already up there. But if we were to change that to, say, residential, you can see this has limited the number of ones we have here, and there are other ones that we could add if we wanted to click them. And if you're happy with the ones that you've got there, you can move them around. You can hit Save View, and that will become the view that opens up every time you're in Property Edge. Apply changes down the bottom right-hand corner, and now you have your own bespoke view. Now we might look at another great feature of Property Edge, and we might drill down to a street here, so Grote Street. We can see that there are only a handful of sales in Grote Street this year, but we can select individual ones, or them all, and give us some statistics by clicking on the 3 dots and view statistics. So that tells us there were 4 sales, average price per square meters, a bit of information about the average, the mean, minimum and maximum and median of the site area, building area, and price. So it's a really good way, particularly residential and commercial real estate agents, to be able to give customers an overview of the street that their property is on for a certain period of time. And that can also be downloaded as a PDF. Interestingly, anything that you check here, you can also download as a PDF or as a CSV, but you can also order title products by clicking this button here. So anyone selected here will deselect 3 and just have 1 selected. We can choose for this property to order these different title products. And if you want to see what information's in that title product, you can click on the View Example button and you'll be able to see exactly what that looks like. Check what you're after, add to cart. If we check our cart, it has some products from a previous search. You can see here you can order different types of products and they go straight against your LSG or LSSA accounts, in other words, your Salis accounts. Now, these reports are the same ones as you get out of Salis, and they are at the same price as well. And we're finding some conveyancers and real estate agents are using this now as a way of purchasing title products. That's it for this video. I hope you found it informative. We're also really excited to announce that in June, there's going to be a major update to Property Edge, bringing in a lot of features that you, our customers, have asked for. Further information of that will be released shortly.